guys, welcome back to the Lycan Project, or welcome if you're new. My name's Heather. This is my channel where I document my reading and writing journeys. This is what I got for Christmas / gift guide for your bookish people in your life, because it's not just books, it is items around books. So I will start with books. I got Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, who is also the author of Jonathan Strange in Mr. Norrell. This is, what I can tell from the blurb, a whimsical, sort of magical story that's slightly odd, with a young gentleman who lives in a house on his own, but he has a friend that visits, and floods that run down staircases on every Thursday. So it just sounds really peculiar, and I just quite like the cover, which then leads me on to a book that was on the Goodreads Choice Awards for 2020, which is The Cuckoo Daughter, which is the first book in a adult fantasy series by Andrea Stewart, which is the Salter-Purves dynasty has ruled the Phoenix Empire for over a century. Their mastery of blood shard magic powering the monstrous constructs that maintain law and order, but now the emperor's rule is failing and a revolution is sweeping across the empire's many islands. Lynn is the emperor's daughter, but has lost the status as the heir of the empire. Trapped in the palace of locked doors and old secrets, Lynn vows to reclaim her birthright by mastering the forbidden art of shard magic, but wielding her family's magic carries a great cost. When the revolution reaches the gates of the palace itself, Lynn must decide how far she is willing to go to claim her throne and save her people. Yes, new release. It's also being blurred by Sarah J. Maas, who is one of my top authors, as well Alix E Harrow, who is also on my list, and Emily A. Duncan, who has a book series I'm quite interested in. So authors that I want to read from or have loved their work have also loved this book, so I'm really looking forward to getting into that. Alix E Harrow, who did Once and Future Witches, also is on the Goodreads Choice Awards for 2020. Alix E Harrow also is the author of The 10,000 Doors of January. So this one is in 1893. There's no such things as witches. They used to be in the wild dark days before the burnings began, but now witching is nothing more than tidy charms and nursery rhymes. If the modern woman wants to measure of power, she must find it in the ballad box. When the Eastwood sisters, James between the suffragettes of New Salem, they begin to persuade the forgotten words and the ways that might turn the women's movement into the witches' movement. Stalked by the shadows and sickness, hunted by the forces that will not suffer a witch to vote and perhaps not even live, the sisters will need to delve into the oldest magics, draw new alliances and heal the bond between them if they want to survive. There's no such thing as witches, but there will be. It's a historical fantasy, which is an adult. It's also blurred by Laini Taylor, who I managed to read one of her books in 2020 and adored. So I'm also getting to this. I got this in a book exchange with my writers group. The next one is a craft book that has a fandom spin on it. I was gifted, along with my wife, the Harry Potter Knitting Magic book, which is the official Harry Potter knitting pattern book. So it has how to make soft toys like Fluffy, the three-headed dog. It also has we can learn to make the Beauxbatons Academy capelet. So it's got a range of projects. I also rediscovered my love of knitting. So if you have anyone in your life that loves knitting, I recommend getting them maybe not this book, but a geeky knitting book. So they're all the books that came into final book I received is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennet, which is also on the Goodreads Choice. So I looked, there was quite a few and grabbed me. This deals with twins that run away from their small southern country town in America when they're 16, and one returns, dives into their daily lives, and their lives interact. This also is a multi-generational story from the 1950s to the 1990s. So we have one twin that stays in the South and deals with the racism of her skin colour, while the other twin is in the north. I believe it's New York, and is passing as white. She has a child her child never finds out that she's black until she meets her cousin. So it just sounds really interesting. And then I've always been interested in subscription boxes, but they're quite pricey, and then the postage to get them to Western Australia is astronomical sometimes. So my wifey and Dragon put together a beautiful subscription box themselves. It came with, so this is an idea you can do for your friends, a little handwritten note telling me what was in the box. So I received some lovely bath crystals and bubble bath and some lovely fragrance mist. And then to go along with that, so I can enjoy smelling nice and smelly, I received a book and a bookmark. So bookmarks never go amiss with book lovers. And the book was Bright Smoke Cold Fire by Rosamund Hodge, which this is a Juliet and Romeo inspired story. They live in a walled city, untouched, but it's a young adult fantasy as well. So that is all the book and stuff. And then finally from the other option you can do, and this is on the slightly pricier side, is Pandora. Pandora do some beautiful sort of fandom charms. I know they've done Disney, they've done Harry Potter, they've done Star Wars. Or you can just get books and quills and little mythical creatures. I know that they do a beautiful, cute little dragon, so if they're into fantasy and stuff, pick them up a Pandora charm, which is 100 epic reads of a lifetime. One of those scratch-off posters. So this one has a range of different books. It comes with a lovely sticker sheet, which has your star ratings in it, genre awards, and then main awards, and then your top rankings. So you scratch it off, you can put your ratings on there. It also tells you how many have been sold, the Goodreads ratings on them. So it has a great range of classics, like we've got, Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland, and then we have Sherlock Holmes, but then it comes into more recent ones like The Hunger Games and Harry Potter and Outlander. So it's a fun idea of a big long list of books and it makes a nice wall hanging as well. So these are a great range of bookish gift ideas as well as a bookish haul. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe so it really supports my channel. And I hope that you are having a wonderful day, and to use your voices to promote positive change in the world. I'd like to thank you and goodbye!